Hello humans, Master Dinnerflex here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve, and today I'll be doing Pendulum Magician quick combos, yay! Now, because it's a Pendulum deck, you have to respect the fact that there isn't like 1 to 2 card interactions. It's a lot like the Despia Dark Lord deck I showed off, where your combo is whatever your hand is. That's just how Pendulums function. So I decided I'll do some test hands and show you what they can do. So, like, I've just been doing random test hands. And let's just go ahead and get straight into it. So we'll start with Skullcrobat Joker, because we have Pendulum Collar and we want to see if we can bait hand traps. But since this is a quick combo, we don't really need to worry about hand traps. We'll add Oath Dragon to hand, and then we'll Pendulum Call. Anytime you're using Pendulum Call and you have Sorcerer in hand, discard it. Because Selene is in the extra deck, and Pendulum Sorcerer doesn't have to be Pendulum Summoned to trigger. So we will add a Harmonizing Magician and Black Fang. Because we have Oath, which is our low scale. Now we need a high scale that's kind of extra. And now we will Pendulum Summon. Pendulum 4. And the Harmonizing will trigger to go ahead and summon White Wing Magician, and we will banish the White Wing and send this to extra deck for the Synchro Summon of Ignister Prominence. Now, if you're worried about any hand traps from here, because they could be holding them, you can go ahead and activate Celestial Magician, and right now we control a Synchro and a Pendulum monster, so during the end phase, we can use its Pendulum effect to search any Pendulum monster in the game, but we also control Synchro, so for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate monster effects in response to anything now. We will activate Ignister Prominence, and we are going to summon the boy from deck, Luster Pendulum. Now, we are not going to use Luster Pendulum for much of anything outside of just helping us make Fibrax, because we cannot Synchro with it, and the only XC we can make with it is Majester Pendulum, which is not very good. It's not very good. But we are going to make Fibrax, which allows us to special summon the Tuning Magician. Now, I have normal Jokers, so I'll have to keep that in mind. But now we are going to Synchro Summon into Chaos Ruler, right here. And we will mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a Black Fang in the scale already, so we'll add Wisdom Eye. And now we will Synchro into Selene, the Master Magician. Now, I don't think there's much of anything we need to do now. I think we just need to revive anything with it. So we'll just revive Pendulum Sorcerer. Now let's check the field. We have this, hasn't used this effect. We have Tuning Magician, which is in the graveyard. So what we can do, I'm considering activating the Pendulum Sorcerer here, but I don't think we need to, so we'll just not activate it. We will send this to the extra deck to link summon Artemis. And we will activate Tuning Magician, special summon it from the graveyard, and we'll take 400 damage and our opponent will gain 400 life. We will Synchro Summon for Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. We will link these two into Apollosa, 2 materials, and then we have a light and dark in our graveyard, so we can summon back the Chaos Ruler, and then we can overlay these into Hope Harbinger, and then during the end phase, the Celestial Magician will fully resolve, and we will add Skullcrobat Joker. So, from a simple hand, we have 4 negates, a spell negate that also prevents Apollosa from being ran over, 2 Apollosa negates, and a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. But the more important thing to take away from this is why I like Pendulum Magicians to begin with. Even if everything disappears from this field, which will be kind of difficult because we have resolved Pendulum Call. It doesn't matter because we have a new set of scales, and these new set of scales actually go a bit further than you think. Because let's just say Apollosa used all of it. We had to detach Ignister Prominence. This had to be used. So, like, our opponent did everything. But we stopped their turn. During our next turn, we will go ahead and draw for turn. And we can go ahead and add this back to our hand with Oath Dragon, which I'm not even sure if I used Oath Magician last turn. I might have. I just don't remember. We'll normal summon Joker. And we will add Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. And now we will use Black Fang to reduce an opponent's monster's attack. We have nothing to revive, but that doesn't matter because we will just use Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon to revive Ignister Prominence. And let's just say we did use Oath Dragon last turn. We can go ahead and do this, activate it, add Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon back to our hand. So now we can just always revive Ignister Prominence every turn. Which, if you don't know why, the scale effect of Revolution Dragon is that you can target a Dragon, Fusion, Synchro, or XC monster in your graveyard, destroy this card, and special summon that target, aka Ignister Prominence. Then we can trade the Wonder Magician for any other scale, like this one. This one's funny, because we can destroy it to boost the damage Joker does, which then gets us a Star Pendulum Graph, which we can then scale this, which boosts everything up by quite a bit right now. And then we can just Pendulum summon the Pendulum Sork, send this to extra face up to search a Performapal. The Stargazer will go ahead and search another Magician. And then we can overlay these into Magician of Hope, which we can then, like, you get the point, because what's this? We haven't even used Ignister, so we'll destroy this, let's shuffle the thing back, and we'll search Time Pendulum Graph, and then we can activate Celestial Magician, and you get the point. Like, we are just ravaging what our opponent thinks the board is. This is why I have a great fondness for Pendulum Magicians, is they do play a real game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not just about throw everything into one board, and if it gets outed, you lose. Because this deck's turn 3 is more impressive than its turn 1, and decks like that I consider very powerful, very interactive, and very cool. But that's one test hand. Let's do another, and this time I'll also skip what you do the next turn. Alright, for our next test hand, this one's still better. I think it might be worse than the last one. I don't remember. But it has a lot of insane starters. And let's just show you how insane this is. We're going to activate Wisdom Eye, activate Duelist Alliance to get double Iris Magician. And then we will exchange the Wisdom Eye with its own effect into Oath Dragon. So we will go ahead and place that in scale, and then the Star Pendulum Graph will go ahead and search another Magician, which, let's go ahead and grab Celestial, and the more I think about it, the more I realize this hand was absolutely insane. So we will normal Joker to go ahead and add Pendulum Sork, and we will Pendulum everything. So Wisdom Eye will be in our extra monster zone. And then Chain Link 1, we will activate Harmonizing since it's the more important effect. And then Chain Link 2, Pendulum Sorcerer to target double Iris. We will destroy it to go ahead and search another Magician. Yeah, let's go ahead and add another Magician. And the double Iris will add Time Pendulum Graph. And then the Harmonizing will summon the Tuner. Yeah, this hand was absolutely bonkers now that I think about it. We will activate Celestial Magician. Then we will Synchro Summon into Chaos Ruler. Yeah, let's go into Chaos Ruler right now. And we will mill 5. And we will add the Harmonizing Magician. And then we will activate Celestial Magician. No more monster effects by your opponent this turn. And we get to add a Pendulum during the end phase. So we will Synchro into Ignister Prominence to summon Luster Pendulum from our deck. Which we are then going to Link Summon into Fibrax. So Fibrax is right here to summon Tuning Magician, which we will then turn into Selene. And Selene is going to have more than enough counters. It actually has 6, but we're not going to keep it up for that long. So I guess we'll go ahead and revive the Oath Dragon Magician out of our graveyard. And then we will link these two into Apollosa. Actually, yeah, we'll link those into Apollosa. So we have a 2-material Apollosa. And now we can use Tuning Magician to go ahead and revive it out of the graveyard. We'll take our 400 damage. And then we will use it to Synchro Summon into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Which, one final thing we can do is we will activate Oath Dragon because we need to summon back that Chaos Ruler. So we'll just add Celestial Magician back to our hand. And then we will banish it and Selene to revive the Chaos Ruler. To then go ahead and search... We'll go ahead and then summon number 38. Now, something I actually should have done is I should have left the Oath Dragon up and used this for the link material. That's what I should have done. Because now, during our end phase, the Celestial Magician is going to go ahead and add a Pendulum monster from our deck to our hand, which will add Revolution Dragon. And right here, what we can do is whenever we go ahead and use Time Pendulum Graph, we can destroy just the excess Oath Dragon on field, because then we don't even have to sacrifice our scales. And in addition, we can go ahead and get a search off Star Pendulum Graph to search yet another scale. And what's really funny is I don't remember if I used Oath Dragon this turn again or not. I don't remember if I've used it. But regardless... So one of the cool things about Time Pendulum Graph and Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is how with these two in combination, you can effectively play around Dark Ruler and Droplet. Because Dark Ruler No More, if this is on your field, it gets negated. Because what they do is they start their turn, they activate Dark Ruler No More. Oh no, you cannot activate any monster effects in response. Okay. So it's Chain Link 2, you'll activate Time Pendulum Graph. And now, since you're no longer responding to the Dark Ruler No More, you can activate Hot Red to negate the Dark Ruler No More, and then it just gets negated, and you still have your Hope Harbinger negate, your Apollosa negates, and you haven't even used the effect of Time Pendulum Graph yet. So, that's something very cool with this deck. And since we searched Revolution Dragon in the end phase, if we detach Ignister Prominence, which is the ideal detachment for 38, we just get to revive it and just completely destroy our opponent. But yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Always keep in mind that Oath Dragon has an effect to just recycle like a magician out of your extra deck. I don't know if I used it the first time or the second time. I don't know if I've used it this turn, but once I start editing this video, I'll know the answer. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master Dinner Flax will take your soul.